Jay.
Thank you, Prime Minister. If we're to be a first-class nation, we need a first-class healthcare and education system. And while people can talk about reductions in national income or problematise the size of the need, there's one reality here, and that is that these should be the first calls on the nation's finances, not the last call. And really, since the 2014 budget, that's what we've been doing. We've been seeking to bring the Commonwealth to an acceptance of the proposition that this is a shared responsibility in the national interest. And the positives out of today's discussion are that we've identified that these are shared responsibilities. The other positive is that there has been a modest contribution to the health challenge in the short term. In our case, about 18% of the cut that's going to occur over the next few years. The third thing that I think is important is that the Commonwealth has been prepared to share what is a growth tax, which is the income tax arrangements. And the mechanism for doing that is already being explored by the Treasurers, which is to take specific purpose payments, the so-called tide grants, and convert them into a share of income tax. And finally, we made an important set of decisions about how to reduce the demands on our hospital system. The truth is we are joined in a very substantial way because the Commonwealth has the primary healthcare system through Medicare and important exit points from our public hospitals in the aged care system. And so there is no other mechanism for the future of sustainable public hospital systems than to have cooperation. So the work we're doing together on ensuring that chronic diseases are better managed outside of hospitals will make an important contribution. So those are the positive things. The things around which there still remains work and there's still areas of disagreement is the size of the gap. This is a massive challenge for us. And of course, we've not yet seen a response on education. But I think that there is a truth, and this is something that we are at odds with the Commonwealth about. There is a revenue problem in this nation. These are needs, in particular in relation to hospitals. It's not a question of whether or not which level of government funds it. The reality is this expenditure is locked and loaded. These people are coming into our hospitals. The real question is who bears the burden of actually meeting that need. And there has to be a substantial discussion about increased revenues. And we put on the table things like expanding the GST to cover financial services. That measure alone would raise about $4 billion per annum. We are going to have to return to revenue measures at some point. So there remains positive things out of today, but also some further unfinished business. But by and large, we made important progress on really the consequences of the 2014 budget.